Welcome. Let's take a look at our top story. After Modi and Trump, Indian Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and his US counterpart Mark Esper had a telephonic conversation. Now, the leaders discussed a range of bilateral issues and expressed their happiness at the significant progress made in defence cooperation. Singh invited US firms to invest in the Indian defence manufacturing sector. Singh made it clear that Jammu and Kashmir is India's internal matter. Esper said that the Kashmir issue should be handled bilaterally. Now, issue of terrorism was also discussed. Now, WION's principal diplomatic correspondent, Rajnath Singh, is joining us on the phone line. Good evening to you, Rajnath. So Mark Esper has again reiterated that what Washington has said before, that Article 370 and the Kashmir issue is indeed an internal matter for India. Does this strengthen India's position?
Well, yes, it's the reiteration of what Washington has been saying, that it's a bilateral issue. Kashmir is a bilateral issue. But when it comes to the conversation between the Indian Defence Minister and his American counterpart, two things were in focus. Of course, one being Kashmir. This is something that is being discussed by various world capitals with New Delhi and Islamabad, and this was bound to be discussed. And of course, the American side reiterated what they have been telling the Pakistani side, not just today, but for many days since 5th of August, when New Delhi decided to remove the special status for the state of Jammu and Kashmir. Other, of course, was on defense. Remember, India and America have been engaging with each other on defense. They signed the COMCASA just last year, the 2+2 dialogue here in New Delhi. And that was also discussed, how steps have been taken to operationalize the agreement. And also, both sides expressed satisfaction on the first flight service joint exercises that are being planned later this year. And the conversation comes just a few weeks ago, before the second 2+2 dialogue takes place between India and the United States. This is likely to happen in September. Remember, the last 2+2 dialogue happened last year in New Delhi. That was the maiden 2+2 dialogue between the Indian defense ministers and the foreign minister. This time, this will be happening in United States, and the focus will be on how there can be convergences between Washington and New Delhi. Of course, there are contentious issues such as trade, but by and large, the focus of this relationship is on how they can counter a growing and aggressive China. Remember, Indo-Pacific concept, Washington and New Delhi consider each other as a bookend of this concept, a growing concept that has increasingly gained currency among the ASEAN countries as well. So this conversation coming just a day after the US President Donald Trump had called the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and discussed Pakistan, Afghanistan, and of course Kashmir. But the issue of counterterrorism is something that both sides are working on, and they have taken many initiatives when it comes to the issue of counterterrorism in last few years and months.
Thank you very much. That was Rajnath Singh, our principal diplomatic correspondent, bringing us the latest on the telecom between India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and his US counterpart Mark Esper.